guys, here we are to the world famous Spam Museum. And you know what's cool? As soon as I stepped out the door, I had a penny from heaven. And so, I love you too, Clayton. Anyway, let's go see what this is all about. We're at the entrance. And you know what? This is a really cool thing in Austin, Minnesota. I wanted to zoom around here and show you that Austin State Bank building. Look at that architecture. Isn't that beautiful? A lot of detail in this farmer. His walking stick. And even the corn in his bucket. These statues always amaze me. All the detail that goes into these. You guys, it's actually pretty cool. They got all these little interactive games you can play, and we're just barely inside the front door. Sorry for the glare, guys, but they have this recipe thing. Oops. Dadgummit. It was cookies. Spam butterscotch cookies. I don't know. Ooh. Spam cheesecake. I don't know, guys. I love oatmeal scotchies, but I'm not sure I want to put Spam in it. Well, guys, we just left the museum, and holy smokes, look what we did! Oh my God, what? I think the old farmer's going to be eating a lot of fat and salt. This is a variety pack with 12 of their, I don't remember how it was, but different can. Each can is a different flavor. But you know what? It was a bargain. 12 for $33. And if you'd bought them separately, you would have paid $36. How could we say no? Anyway, I don't know. I may take a taste. It's okay. I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's just not my favorite. I might try a little bit of it, but he ought to be in literally, quote-unquote, hog heaven. Well, guys, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Minnesota, but Austin, the world famous Spam Museum, is just not too far off I-35, which goes straight up from Des Moines, Iowa to the cities. We want to avoid the cities because to get to my brother's cabin, you drive right through downtown Minneapolis or St. Paul. We don't want to do either one dragging the trailer. So we decided to go east. Guess where we are? The Mississippi River. A couple years ago, we drove the river road from about this point south. And so we're going to go ahead and take it on north. My brother's cabin is up by the headwaters. And there, Frankie. Hope he doesn't decide to go for a swim. One of these days, we'd like to catch it in Missouri and take it all the way down to Louisiana because it really is a beautiful drive. We're in a paid campground. This is more than I want to pay, but again, we were tired and ready to stop. Let's walk down here and see. There's a little walkway that goes down to the river. You can obviously tell that it's up. And it's a Mississippi. Seems to always flood. I think it's a lot worse down around Missouri. Missouri and Iowa really got hit. They have it on the Missouri River on the east side and the Mississippi on the, Missouri River's on the west side of the states and the Mississippi's on the east. Frankie is wanting to go to that water. So if you hear a splash and a yelping, you'll know Frankie went kersplat. Nope, hope that didn't make you dizzy. Oh. One thing I really like about the Mississippi is the locks and dams. We'll stop and check some of those out. Last time we camped on the river, a couple barges went up and down the river in the middle of the night. I'm hoping I get to see some of those. Trying to get him to go down the steps, not the bank. Uh-oh, he saw a little boy. He wants to go play. Frankie thinks everybody loves him. He loves everybody. Come on, Frankie. Oh my goodness, look at that little ding dong. Oh, he did it. Ooh, Frankie. I think he's going to get that log. Well, that's the first time he's ever pulled that little stunt. Didn't seem to bother him. Don't worry, I got this leash on him. I can pull him back. I don't know what he thinks he sees out there other than that log. And nosy little guy. I don't think the old farmer's going to be too happy when he sees that I let him do this, but we won't tell him.